maybe if you could explain the, the real dangers of these, even people say, oh, it just pauses puberty. I remember that was the line. It just pauses puberty, but that is not the case, right?
No, it's not the case. Because when you think of pausing puberty, what you're doing is you're stopping puberty. So a boy who takes puberty blockers at 11, let's say at the beginning of puberty, 10 or stage 2 or whatever is what it's called usually. So his penis doesn't grow, his hair doesn't grow, his body doesn't grow out, and he's out of sync with his peers for the next few years, because not only is his body not growing, which makes him unusual and out of sync, but his brain isn't developing. Now, we don't know the impact of that, but when you go into puberty, whether you're a girl or a boy, the very same is happening for a girl. You are starting to develop crushes. So it's like a little girl or a little boy playing house, and you're doing pretendy growing up, because it's kind of play is the kind of, what's the word, the kind of
Yeah.
rehearsal for adulthood. So when you're having these crushes, you're learning about falling in love, you're complexifying your brain, and you're understanding you can love somebody who you hate, and you can really dislike somebody but also love them. All sorts of complex, and all the great poetry, all the great music, all the great films, you're suddenly into them as a teenager, because you're complexifying and you're understanding the concept of pair bonding, which is falling in love and having
Yeah.
a mate for life. That's the ideal, that's
Yes.
kind of the object. It's
And you're
very
moving away
beautiful.
from your Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
moving away from your parents, right? There's that rebelliousness comes in, and like I can see there's a huge contrast. I have a 13-year-old and a 4-year-old, and the boys, and I also have two girls, but like, the 14-year-old is pushing me away, which is normal, and of course my 4-year-old still wants his mummy, and it's only in a way there's only 10 years between them, but it's just the contrast is huge.
Yeah. And it's very normal, because you have to kind of close down your parents so you can open up the pair bonding response to find a mate, to ultimately fall in love, to move on to become an adult with a mate. And like, yes, that mate can be male, female, whatever. And you might have a family and you mightn't. But evolution says that your human
Yes.
instinct should be to pair bond. And so none of that is happening
Yes.
if puberty stopped.